ASST has been showing a lot of weakness within a longer term neutral to bearish trend. Its 200-day moving average, which underscores its underlying trend, is now neutral to bearish. Okay, positions opened 200 days ago are no longer in profit. As a matter of fact, they may be losing around $0.02 every day. Positions opened 10 days ago, that's 10 trading sessions ago, are also not in profit. They're probably losing around $7.14 every day. Even though the stock gained 8.18%, it hasn't really changed the course of the trajectory of it hasn't changed anything in terms of profitability for those who opened from 10 days ago all the way to 200 days ago. Recently, the company disclosed in a Form 8K filing that it now holds roughly 30,000 Bitcoin, and then also declared a few things concerning its Series A preferred SATA stock, 12% dividend rate, and $1 roughly every month. Yeah, every month. So this dividend increase can make the preferred shares more attractive to income-oriented investors and may influence capital inflows between the preferred and the common stock. So the stock obviously tracks Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has not been doing well. Bitcoin has been since it became mainstream, since ETFs started getting involved. It's no longer it's no lo- it, it's Bitcoin has no is no longer doesn't have a limited supply. It's no longer that's no longer the case, because ETFs and the broader market, they come in and they apply synthetics on the stock. So it's no longer, it doesn't have any limited doesn't even if yes, indeed, on the ledger of Bitcoin, they may have a limited float, but the broader market, in the broader market, in the bigger market, it doesn't have a limited float. So this ETF guys and all the other institutions, they have made it, they are now trading it with synthetics. So I believe all of that may have also affected ASST, and it did also. Some of those asymmetrics, some of those synthetics equally affect ASST, and very well they did a reverse split. You know, so we'll see how all of that will do, how all of that will affect the stock. The float is now very small. Now you see a 50-day average is now 5 million. I mean, before the split, it wasn't always obviously it wasn't 5 million. So this is not a float. This is just telling us the effective float. So, and this is actually what matters. What really matters. The float could be 50 million, but if all of those floats, if or much of that is, if only 10% of that is being traded, that is indeed what matters. So we'll see how all of that will go. So as things stand right now, the extrapolation on its 3-day moving average is saying that we might see some strength from tomorrow, the 18th, and it's saying that it may reverse this downtrend and may attempt to print high prices, and may even attempt to high prices, and may maintain it up till the 18th of March. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, projections are currently saying 8.48, just slight upper projection from current levels. Previous upper projections indicated the highs of around, let's see what we have. Let's see, previous upper projections. Let's see, here was indicating the highs of around 8.48, 10.46, 14.18, 21.46, 22.64. This was as of the 30th of January. There's no guarantee that it's going to retest those sort of levels. Okay, let's see now. We can also have a look at Bitcoin to see what it's indicating. Okay, so for Bitcoin, we are looking at the prospects of lower prices. No bounce is expected, unlike as against what we have on the for ASST. More of a decline is what is expected. Projections on Bitcoin are saying, let's see, 73, 73, 471, 81, 81, 343, 78, 644, 81, 839. But the extrapolation is more of weakness, more of weakness. The 40-day moving average expected to continue to decline to prevent any bounce. Yeah. Okay. So in the case of bit of ASST, the 40-day moving average is also expected to prevent any meaningful expansion between now and the 20th of February. Yeah. And also the effects is expected to continue to serve as a primary supply line from now up till the 26th of February. Okay, so we could also have a look at its market grid. It's going to give us a range of possible prices, a range of possible prices, a structured range of possible prices. Let's see. So the stock is currently trading at 8.33. So this is where it is right now. It's in the resistance zone. Remember, it gained 8.18% on Friday the 13th. So it's advancing towards resistance at 8.57, 8.84. Does it have any strong resistance ahead? Let's see 8.57. I don't think it has. 8.5. Okay, there's 8.48 and 8. Yeah, it has some resistance there. 8.48 and 8.57. If it's able to do so, if it's able to breach that resistance from these to prices, then there's a chance we are looking at the prospects of it even expanding further. This may well be what may happen. However, the extrapolation for today is, let's see, I don't think it's saying, and if it's okay, well, I'm not exactly sure. It's more of a slight upper projection, slight gain. That is what we are looking at today. But I think the indication is that it might be able to breach these resistances and maybe advance. But in the interim, I think there's a chance that by Tuesday the 24th, it may begin to weaken as well. If this turns out to be the case, then we're looking at maybe some weakness towards Tuesday the 24th, going into the 20, going towards the weekend of next week. That's 26th of February, and then possibly as well from Friday the 27th, it may attempt to bounce. So let's see how all of this will pan out. Okay, and the stock is indeed embattled. It's indeed embattled. You can read more about what I have here in the description box below. How ETFs and all institutions have been affecting um, Bitcoin and indeed ASST. Okay, so let's see how all of this will go. Thank you very much for watching this video.